Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Today I have from VEVOR. This is a room partition. So let's open up, see what we get inside. And I've been looking for one for a while, just that's kind of like compact, that I can put together really quick to block off certain parts of my studio. Just one, to make it look cleaner, and two, just to kind of give it a different look here on social media. So that's why we got it, and there's a lot of uses you can have inside my house, inside my shop, inside my studio. But anyway, I'm sure you'll find some things to do with it as well. So let's open it up, and be careful not to cut all the way through with this. And then let's see what we get in here. Okay, so right on top, fabric room divider. This is the instructions. All right, so let's go through the assembly process. So you get 4 of those, 12 of those. That's your parts list. And then just kind of go through it. And we'll go through it step by step so you can see everything. And then there you go. All right, so in the box, you get all this. Let's take them out. So F and G are in here. Then it looks like that's part C. A and B. Some fabric. Another section of fabric. This one's labeled H, and this one is not labeled. Parts E, another part A and B, A and I, and this looks, A and B, A and I, A and I. This looks like part D. A and B, A and B, A and B. Lots of A's and B's. And more B, this looks like it's going to be the base. And then an A and I. So that was everything in the box. And instructions. Okay, so, all right, so this is part C. It kind of has a beveled edge on it. And this is the screw from the C. So you're going to be basically taking all the screws out so we can get to the assembly part. And then this is the I part, and this screw again is shorter, so make sure that you are separating them accordingly. Okay, so A and I are these two pieces, and you're going to have one end that has a screw and the other one's that got kind of like that rubber stopper on it. So you're going to flip them around, and then you're going to stick these together, and you got that little marble button, and that snaps together. So you'll have 4 of those complete and put together. Okay, and then you have parts A and B, which basically have 2 rubber stoppers on either end. And then those go together. And again, you'll have that little marble piece there, that peg, and then it snaps into place. And then keep them separated, and we'll put all the A's and B's together. So again, A and I's, A and B's, and then we have the C's over here, C screws over here, and then we have the other A and I screws over here. So keep all that separated. Okay, so you are going to take your AI pole, and then you're going to take a C, and then basically attach it with the C bolt on the one side, so you have it like this. So here's the rubber stopper on that side. You want the button pointing on the inside. And then here at the bottom is going to be your, basically it's going to be a bolt, which I assume is going to be the base, moving on further into the steps. So you want to make 2 of these, and then you're going to have the other AIs off onto the side. So if you're following me so far. Okay, now you're going to take 2 A and B's, and you're going to put the C's on opposite end, kind of like we just did in the last step. And then we're going to be separating that. So that is step 1, which we just did. And then the other AIs that we haven't touched is step 4. So if I get that confused, or we get that confused, we'll figure it out as we go on. So anyway, A and B, and you're going to be putting C's on either end, like this. Again. And again, make sure that that little marble, the little dot, is in the middle. Okay, so you're taking group 1, looking at my wife off camera because this got a little confusing, so definitely got to pay attention. So this is going to be the first fabric section, and if you put it on correctly, you're going to have the VEVOR label facing me on the bottom. It was there. I don't know where it went. But anyway, so you're sliding this onto here. The rubber stopper is going to be at the top. So the bottom is going to have basically your bolt hole. That is going to be the base when we get to that part. And other than that, we are assembling it like that. Oh, I found the label. There it is. Okay, so this is one frame together. And then, as I'm knocking into things. So on this, you got to be a little bit aware. So the tops both have rubber stoppers on it. You want to make sure that they're even across, because the bottom is going to be slightly uneven, because this is where the base is going to go onto, and then that's the part that's going to be touching your floor, if that makes sense. And my wife was able to spot, so the skinny side that goes in, so basically I guess we consider it the male side, goes up here, and then the female side goes down there, if that makes any sense. But anyway. Okay, so this is one of the middle panels, and as you can tell, it has the rubber stoppers on either end, just so you can follow along. So these are the ones that go into the middle. And I think somewhere in the directions it says about loosening these up to be able to put the fabric on. You can get it on. It gets a little taut at the end. A little bit of wrestling and you'll be fine. Stay tuned. Okay, so you have your 3Ds, or your 3 bases. There are 3 screw holes in that. So the 2 end partitions are going to go through the middle one. And then the middle partition, you're going to screw in on either end of that, so the 2 will be sharing the same one. So the end one should kind of look like something like that. Flipping it around so you can kind of see how that is situated. And then that's how that stands up like that. Okay, for the middle section, again, it's going to go this way, and we're going to use the drill holes on either side. So I got both partitions laid down. I'm just going to start that by hand. Both sides, and then get that going. Okay, so we got that attached. And again, you can make them tight, but I'm going to keep mine a little on the looser side, so I do have some movement to them. And then we're going to slide this down and up. And we will need a little connector on top so they don't pull apart like this. So that is going to be part E, which are going to be all these little connectors here. Okay. All right, and just slide these on. So that's our middle section. And then we have so that's our middle section, and this is our one end, and then this is basically kind of like our neutral side, because it's got the 4 stoppers on the other side. further back. So now I can kind of hide my tool area when I am recording on this side. And then when I am all done, it folds up nice and compact for easy storage in a corner somewhere. Anyway, Brian from Garage Hall, thanks for watching and be safe out there.